Hello everyone, I am Krunal Panchal, working as an assistant professor in Computer Engineering Department at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome all to the video lecture series of operating system with respect to the syllabus of Gujarat Technological University. In this session, we are going to discuss the Unix editors in detail. So there are various Unix editors are available. Just like ed, then ex, vi, vim, gedit. These are the different Unix editors are available. I repeat once again, there are various Unix editors are available for implementing shell scripting. One is ed, then second one is ex, third one is vi, fourth one is vim, fifth one is gedit, etc. Okay, but out of those editors, Unix editors, we are going to discuss vi editor in detail. Why vi editor we are discussing, and why we are going to learn vi editor only, that I will tell you later on. What are the features or advantages of VI editor, that I will tell you after a few minutes. But first of all, let us understand what is VI. VI stands for VI editor. VI stands for what? Visual editor. VI stands for visual. Okay, visual editor. This editor is most user-friendly editor than all others. This is the first feature of VI editor. It is the most user-friendly editor than all others. Than all others. As you know very well, in VI editor, the commands are case sensitive. VI editor is available in almost all Linux distributions. This is the main advantage of VI editor. VI editor is available in all the different Linux distributions. It works same across different platforms and distributions. Okay, it works same across different platforms and distributions. It is the most popular and commonly used Linux text editor nowadays. It is the most popular and commonly used Linux editor nowadays. It is usually available in all Linux distributions. Okay. So how we are going to implement shell scripting with the help of VI editor, that we are going to discuss after some time. But these are the various features of VI editor. It is very user friendly. It is very easy to learn. Okay, so that's why people are more attract to these editor. It has various features. It is available uh, in almost all Linux distributions. So that's why people are using this more. Okay. Uh, in VI, in this particular editor, there are several commands are available. In this particular editor, VI editor, there are several commands are available and these commands are used to move the cursors from left to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to top. If you want to edit something, if you want to delete something, if you want to delete the lines, delete line, edit something, end of the line, edit at middle or it is a starting point of the line. So for that, there are several commands are there in VI editor. If you want to perform such activities, okay, there are various commands, okay, in VI editor. So that we are going to discuss practically. So the VI editor, once you are going to use your VI editor, basically there are two modes. Basically there are two modes are available. One is, listen carefully, there are two modes are available in VI editor. One is command mode and second one is insert mode. One is command mode and second one is insert mode. So let us discuss some of the points regarding command mode. So the first point regarding command mode is default mode in VI editor. Command mode is default mode in VI editor. So that things you have to keep in your mind. In command mode, you can move the cursor, you can cut, copy and paste the text, you can save the changes to the file, and you know very well commands are case sensitive in nature in command mode. Okay, so whatever the activities you want to perform, like if you want to copy paste a file, okay, if you want to cut some content in the file, if you want to reach to a particular location in the file, if you want to save the file, if you don't want to save the file, if you want to exit the file, so for all such activities, the various commands are available in command mode. Okay, second mode is insert mode. Again, it is very important, insert mode. So what is insert mode? So whatever you want to perform, so before going to discuss insert mode, so in command mode, whatever you want to perform, you have to execute different commands for that. Clear? Now what is insert mode? So if you want to insert some text, once you created one file, okay, once you created one bash file, okay, if you insert some text in it, so for that you need to go into the insert mode first, then you can insert some text in it. Okay, how we can reach to insert mode? So as I told you, whenever you open one file, by default it would be in command mode. So if you want to enter some text, if you want to write some script in it, you need to enter into a insert mode. So to enter into insert mode, you have to press I first. So once you entered I from the keyboard, you can successfully entered into a insert mode. Once you are in insert mode, any key would be taken as an input. Whatever you are using, once you successfully entered into a insert mode, any key would be taken as input. This is very important. Okay, and if you want to return to a command mode from insert mode, so what you can do is press escape key to save changes and return to the command mode. Okay, so let us discuss these things in a practical way. how we can do it, how we can use the command mode, how we can use the different commands to do certain operations, how we can insert the text in insert mode. So that things we are going to discuss with the help of various options that we have in VI editor. Okay, so let us concentrate first. But before going to discuss, I have created one sample file already so that we can reduce our execution time. So I'm going to open one file. Okay, VI. As I told you, this is nothing but editor name. VI is nothing but editor name. My script is nothing but my script is nothing but file name. Okay, this is nothing but my file name, and .sh. Dot is nothing but a period, and sh is nothing but my extension. Okay, standard shell .sh, that extension you have to give. That things we will discuss once we start shell programming, okay, in detail. So just you need to keep in your mind .sh is nothing but extension. Now I will simply press enter. Okay, now you can see by default right now I am in command mode. Right now I am in command mode. So whenever you are in command mode, okay, whatever you want to perform, you can use arrow keys to reach to a particular location, or say point in the screen. Okay, I have added one 3-4 sentence over here. Okay, now I need to, right now I am in command mode. Suppose I have written this text. Suppose if I want to insert more text in it. So first of all, what I will do, first of all I will press, and definitely if I want to insert something I need to reach to a insert mode, because right now I am in command mode. So if I want to add some text, definitely I need to reach to insert mode. So as I told you earlier, by pressing I you can reach to insert mode. So I'm going to press I on my keyboard, press I, then simply press enter, and I will write something in it. So welcome to the world of Unix. Okay, I have written like this. And if I want to save this, right now I'm in Linux, sorry, insert mode. Now if I want to save this content, okay, this line I have added recently, if I want to save it, so what I need to do is I need to press, these things you need to keep in your mind. I need to press escape key from the keyboard first, escape, then colon, then WQ. W stands for what? Save, and Q stands for quit. It means what? If I want to save any file, so what I need to do is I need to press escape colon WQ. It means what? Once you fire this command, okay, the content would be saved and you can exit from the insert mode. So once I press enter, okay, now I am in the terminal mode. So I reopen that same file again, and I will check whether it is successfully saved or not. Yes, this line is added. Welcome to the world of Unix. Yes, it means what? My command is successfully executed. I repeat once again, if you want to save your content and then you need to do exit, so what you can do is you can press escape colon WQ. This is nothing but save and exit option. And if you don't want to save and directly if you want to exit, so there is one command escape colon Q. If you don't use W, your content will not be saved. It will be directly quit from that file. But if you use WQ, it means what? Save and exit. These things you need to keep in your mind. One more thing, by default you will be, suppose if I am reopening that file, by default you will be in which mode? Command mode. Once you press I, you will be in a insert mode. Okay, fine. Now suppose right now I'm in command mode, and suppose if I want to so there are various commands we need to use, or cases various shortcuts we have, we can use in command mode. When you entered into a command mode, okay, these shortcuts you can use. As I told you earlier, there are two modes in vi editor. One is command mode and second one is insert mode. If you are command mode is default mode, and if you want to perform certain options, okay, so there are various shortcuts are available, so that you can use in command mode, and there are certain shortcuts are available when you are in insert mode. So first we are going to discuss the shortcuts in command mode. So right now I'm in command mode. So suppose if I want to move cursor, right now my cursor is here. If I want to move my cursor down one line, so what I will do, I will simply press J. I will simply press J, small j from the keyboard. It will down the one line, J, like this. Okay. If I want to move up one line, so what I will do, I will simply press K. I will simply press K. J for down, K for up. Okay. H, if you want to, H and L, these two shortcuts are available. Suppose if you want to move right hand side, so you have to press L, so you can move right hand side. If you want to move left hand side, you can press H. So these four keys are used to move the cursor from left to right, right to left, top to bottom, and bottom to top. Clear? So J for what? I for insert mode. J for what? Move cursor down one line. K for what? Move cursor up one line. H is used to move cursor left one character. Okay. And L is move the cursor right one character. Okay. So these three shortcuts you need to use in command mode, okay, as per your requirement. Now if you want to move your cursor to start of a current line, suppose my cursor is here, okay, and if I want to move to the first position of the current line, okay, so what I will do, I will simply press 0. I will reach to the first position. Okay, same way, if you, these options are available in command mode only. I'm not going to discuss the shortcuts of insert mode right now. Okay, if you want to move a cursor to end of the current line, this is for first position, you need to press 0. If you move your cursor to the end of the current line, in that case you need to press $, so you will reach to the last position. If you want to move your cursor to beginning of the next word, okay, suppose right now I'm here first position, so now if I want to move a cursor to beginning of the next word, I will simply press W. So next it will reach to a first position of next word. If you move your cursor back to beginning of the preceding word, in that case you need to press B. So these are the various options of command mode. Okay, so the insert mode shortcuts we will discuss in the next session. So I hope whatever you discuss, it is clear to you. Thanks for watching this video.